Okay, welcome to IBFU. I'm Coach, and I'll be fed up. Now, I want to talk about the federal law enforcement and things, but I'm going to separate them. I'm not going to talk about them all at once. Today, I'm just going to talk about the Secret Service. And, when you listen to what's going on, and they talk to President Trump, and they talk to Melania and Don Jr. and the whole family, they all say the same thing about the people that are around them, the people that are protecting them are just wonderful, and they care about them, and they're courageous, and they're very good at what they do. And the same thing with Vance. Vance talks about him in the same way. And the but when you get to a supervisory level, and I don't know exactly how high up you have to go, but when you get to a certain point, there's some problems. And I'm not going to go so far as to say that somebody in that organization is trying to get President Trump killed, but you look at what they've done, and I'm telling you, statistically, some of this stuff really does not work well. But first, you look at Butler. Okay, if you were an assassin planning on assassinating President Trump, and you surveyed the venue at Butler, and you picked, say, okay, of everywhere here, the place that I would pick to be at this location with an AR-15 that give me the highest probability of being successful in that quest. You pick on top of the AG building. Just and that was the only place in the venue that was not protected. Now, you read into that what you want, but there's something wrong with that picture. And then nobody wants to talk about anything. You can't get any information from them. You can't get anything, nothing out of them. Well, we can't discuss that because it's an ongoing investigation. We can't discuss that because it's a personnel issue. We can't do, just give me a break. I'd be fed up with these people. Okay, so now, after that's all happened, and they're supposed to beef up security, and you go to the golf course. Okay, now when you get to the golf course, and you, as a would-be assassin, you are evaluating that whole course. And you were going to say, okay, which location will give me the highest probability of being successful? And you would pick the place that would-be shooter was located. And again, that is the only place on the course that was not secured. And you take both those together, and you take either one of them by themselves, statistically, that was just an accident or an oversight is the probability is rather low. But when you take both of them together, that it was just an oversight. Statistically, that is about as low a probability as you could get and not be statistically impossible. And again, you can't get any information out of anybody. Well, I will talk a little bit about the two occasions. Okay, the one in Butler, that chart is usually that he was looking at is usually on his left side at the end of his speech. And somebody made a mistake and put that on the right side at the beginning of the speech. And as he turned to look at it, instead of getting hit here, he got hit here. You believe what you want, but to me, that is divine intervention. Go to the golf course and you have a Secret Service agent walking the hole ahead of where Trump was, and he's just looking. If you knew it was there and you were looking for it specifically, you would have a difficult time seeing just the barrel, the tip of the barrel sticking out from those bushes over there. Not knowing it's there, but you're looking for things out of place, the probability of seeing that without divine intervention are very, very, very low. And we're not talking about like Butler at 140 yards, which, at the golf course, you're talking about, 150, 200 feet. And again, you can't get any information out of anybody. And you're going to tell me that a guy's got, all these different cell phones and this, and that, the other, and the FBI cannot break into the phone? If that's the case, the FBI needs to fire their entire IT staff and get somebody else, because they're incompetent. And I believe that I'd be fed up with these people. And you need to start at the top, go down 5 levels from there up, everybody's fired. They're just not competent. Now, in the later version, I'm going to talk about the FBI, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that they've done. They have just failed everybody. But that's something for another day. And, folks is going to say goodbye now, but I'd be fed up with the Secret Service.